Hello and welcome to Justice. I'm Judge Jeanine Pirro. Thanks for being with us tonight. You are looking live at the Festival of Families in Philadelphia, where Pope Francis will speak in just a few moments. We're going to continue to bring you these live pictures as we talk about the Pope's historic visit. I'm joined by Father Robert Sirico, president of the Acton Institute, and president and CEO of the Catholic League for Religious and Civil Rights, Bill Donahue. All right, gentlemen, Father and Bill, thanks so much for being with us. We're watching this Festival of Families, which I understand happens every 3 years, and we are in the midst of listening to these testimonials from 5 families, 5 so far, I believe there'll be one more, from around the world, who are talking about what, Father?
Well, the difficulty of their lives, the struggle of chastity in the case of the Australian couple, and looking forward to marriage and the fears of what that's going to mean, the challenges to marriage. You had the daughter of Saint Gianna, who died in childbirth, and she actually spoke and read a letter from her mother and gave the Pope a relic of her mother, who was a canonized saint, who was canonized under John the 22nd.
Tell us more about that. Was she the child that the mother...
I don't think she was the child. I think she's one of the older children of, well, it would have to be one of the older children.
Right.
There's a younger girl or boy, I don't remember who.
Who was born in childbirth, and she died in childbirth.
She died because she would not have an abortion.
Okay. It's unusual to have a saint who is a married woman.
Yes, it is, and a medical doctor.
You know what's amazing is when this first started, people had some hesitancy, was he going to come and be political? And yet he is here, and he has captivated all of us. His mannerisms, his warmth, his true love, his true belief in humanity and the importance of our respecting each other. He is a force unlike any that I've seen in a long time.
And especially vulnerable humanity. You notice that it's the old people, it's the people who are in wheelchairs, it's the children, it's the babies, especially handicapped babies. It's not the politicians so much. He's very respectful and polite to them. Not even his brother bishops and priests. I mean, he's nice to them and encourages them. But when it comes to a child in a wheelchair or on a respirator, he's there, and he gets out of the car, as difficult as it is. We saw how he tripped going into the plane. His sciatica, his knee, makes it difficult, but that's what energizes him, I think, in particular, vulnerable humanity.
What he has done is, I think he has energized Catholics who maybe in years gone by, as a result of the abuse scandals, have kind of pulled away from the church. I believe that this visit will do more for the Catholic Church than, do you agree?
On that particular question, I think he's turned the page on that. I think we have a lot of other things to talk about now, and if he accomplishes nothing other than that for the Catholic Church in this country, that he's accomplished a great deal.
Do you think that he had a mission here to make it clear that he is accepting of everyone who for the longest time thought that, we're going to marginalize this group, marginalize that group? Not anymore.
No, I think what he is doing is precisely what Jesus did with the woman who was caught in the act of adultery. You remember in that gospel passage, the scribes and Pharisees thought they could trick Jesus because there was evidently something about his compassionate nature that made them think he could, say, oh, her adultery was okay. And he completely confuses them, and he protects her from them. And then finally, in the end, he says, I don't condemn you. Go and sin no more. And that makes the whole story. This is what the Pope is doing.